Bonjour, mon petit chiflet, Amber here, and we are fastly approaching the end of the year. I'm sure you've seen the end of the year book tag floating around. No one has tagged me in it, so I've taken it upon myself to sit down and do it myself. I'm going to try to keep this really brief because I've already filmed 2 other videos and I talked a lot in both of those, and now your girl is parched. So before we get started, I will say that I am quite proud that I've already hit my goal for Goodreads. I wanted to read 50 books by the end of the year. I'm on book 53. So anyway, let's jump into this. The first question on this list is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Actually, yes, there are a couple. The first of which, okay, is Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. I've started reading this book back, I think, during the reading rush, and I couldn't get into it, so I put it down, never picked it back up. I'm only 126 pages into it. I would love to finish this book by the end of the year. Will I? We'll see. I also started reading this book, But Not Forever, by Jan von Schle this year. I don't actually know if I'm going to pick this back up or if I'm just going to DNF it. I was having a lot of trouble getting into this book. We'll see. And also Black Enough, which is a collection of short stories edited by Ibi Zoboi. I am, I think, 3 or 4 stories into it, and I was really enjoying it. I don't remember why I put it down. Oh, I was starting the Asian readathon. I wanted to focus on that, and then I never came back around to it. Okay, so next, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Well, yeah. Well, first and foremost, in October, I mostly read, I guess spooky books aren't necessarily autumnal books, but I started shifting into like the darker, more cool vibe. Not, that doesn't make sense. But one, I do have a book that I have been pushing off to read until later in the year. Towards the end of the year, I wanted it to be colder and like more cozier to read this book, and it's House of Salt and Sorrows by Aaron A. Craig. When I read the synopsis of this book, it just felt like a book to be read when it was cooler outside. Open all the windows and just snuggle down to read it. And it's been snowing, so now is the time. And to answer the question, the last book, every year I reread The Hunger Games. I'm only holding up Catching Fire because that's the one I'm reading right now. I reread it every November since the movies came out. So this is the 10th time that I've read this series. So I associate The Hunger Games with like this time of year. Jennifer Lawrence is on my TV. That's witchcraft. The Hunger Games is probably the one that I should have gone with. The Hunger Games trilogy. Next, is there a new release I could read my handwriting, that'd be cool. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes. If you know me or have been paying attention to this channel and my arm, you will already know the answer to that. It is Children of Vengeance and Virtue by Tomi Adeyemi, which is the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone. That book was my most anticipated read of the whole year, and it comes out on the 3rd. I can't wait. Also, Reverie by Ryan LaSala, which also comes out on the 3rd. I'm stressed because their book launches are on the same day, and I can't make it to both. It's whatever. It'll work out. I met Ryan a couple months ago, and I actually won an arc of Reverie at the book launch that I was at, and he was there and he signed it and we talked, and he's like really awesome. So, and now I've seen him like once or twice since then at Books of Wonder, and every time now he's asking about my writing, and let's move on. The next question is, what 3 books do you want to read before the end of the year? 3. I just filmed a video of 10 books that I need to read before the end of the year, but 2 of these I actually didn't mention in that video, so okay. The first one is Wild Savage Stars by Christina Perez. This is the sequel to Sweet Black Waves. This is a Tristan and Isolde retelling. I love retellings. Also, I need to read Daughters of Inri by Rennie K. Amayo. This cover never gets old. Like, let me tell you, this book is so beautiful. And I know the contents are going to be also. I'm ready. This print, oh, is this print really small? That's great. And the last book that I definitely need to read is Beautiful by Renee Attia. Well, we know I love Renee. I just got this book like a couple weeks ago, last month, whatever. And I can't wait to read it. I need to clear everything so I can read this book. Is there a book you think could shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I don't know about that, honestly. Probably Daughters of Inri might. I just have such high hopes for this book. And I've heard nothing but amazing things thus far. And the last question, I'm rushing because my battery is flashing. Have you already started making reading plans for 2020? I mean, sort of. I've started gathering my list of anticipated 2020 reads, but aside from that, not really. I'm just trying to focus on what I need to finish reading for 2019. I'm struggling. But yes, that is the end of the year book tag. Thank you for watching this. Let me know, I don't know, let me know what your most anticipated 2020 reads are and your top read of 2019. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Ow. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here so you can follow me and I'll follow you back, and I'll see you very soon.